Hey everyone, what's up and welcome to the channel. We are back today and we are here for update 2.6.0 of the finals season 2. This is season 2's mid-season patch. There's a ton of changes. We got a brand new game mode, which is terminal attack. It's basically a search and destroy mode. We got a bunch of bug fixes, balance changes, and small other additions to the game. So we're gonna go through these patch notes. Grab your breakfast because it's pretty early. It's like 6 a.m. here right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys enjoy it, a like is always appreciated. Subscribe if you guys want to see more, but let's get into this, man. All right, so here we are. Like I said, update 2.6.0. Terminal attack is what I am definitely most excited for here. This says terminal attack is a 5v5 single life attack and defend game mode in which contestants take turns delivering the decryption key. I'm actually glad they said that because I've been wondering what it's called, the device. The decryption key, aka the bomb, to the terminal, and the best of 7 rounds wins. Attackers are tasked with completing the upload, while defenders must prevent it by any means necessary. Super freaking cool, man. No healing, no revives, 1 life, so no defibs, no healing guns. It's going to be a very interesting game mode, and I'm excited to see what metas emerge from this style of play. It goes over a little bit more detail. Players can regenerate health up to 100 HP, and gadgets do not regenerate. So once you use your gadget out of your 3 once, it's gone. So it says to engage with caution and go in with a specific plan so you can make the most of your utility. You can play terminal attack in Cis Horizon, Monaco, and Las Vegas arenas. So right now it's only available on 3 of the maps, and it says, and be warned, the destruction you will cause will carry out throughout the other 7 rounds until the end of the entire game. So that's very interesting. It almost changes the dynamic of every round because what's left of the battlefield is what you're starting it with. So I think that's actually a really nice touch. Normally in Call of Duty, like obviously, you know, it's very cookie cutter. Reset the round, makes it predictable, but this gives you some more to think about on the fly. It also says that there's some other cosmetics we'll be able to earn throughout the event. So another little reward tracker, which is gonna be nice. There was also an article that was released regarding ranked leagues. I'm gonna go over this at the end of the patch notes because I did read them over, and I'll kind of just summarize it for you guys really quickly. But it was a good read if you guys want to go over the full thing in detail. They did also touch on private matches, and it says private matches are able to start with as few as 2 players now, and they also added power shift to custom matches. 1v1s are going to be possible now, and I think that's going to be so much fun with friends. This I actually thought was insane. They said they added 2 bonus battle pass pages with rewards for the true grinders out there. Make sure to check with the new drip. Didn't expect that, but 2 whole new battle pass pages. That's just so sick. I don't think I've ever seen a game add stuff on halfway through the season. That's super awesome. And then Power Shift has a new arena as well. The regular Power Shift rotation, the payload mode, we can play it on Soul now, so that's going to be nice to spice it up. And they also said, finally, for the first time ever, the new outfit added to the store will allow you to purchase individual items. So normally when you go in and you see a bundle, you have to buy the whole bundle if you want one specific thing. I know sometimes when they release weapons, you know, like you only want one of the weapon skins. Maybe you don't play a lot of light or heavy, you only play medium. So that'll make things a lot cheaper, make you know, a lot of cosmetics a lot more accessible and affordable to individuals. And they also said that you can equip it for specific classes like the cosmetic at the time of buying, but they said it's bugged right now. It's going to be coming with a fix in next week's update. So if you do see a bug, they're aware of it. I'm just gonna play this little clip here because they do go over some of the cosmetics in the shop. You got like a graffiti jacket and skinny little leather skinny jeans, some graffiti weapons, CDs, just really like you know, like streetwear. It looks kind of dope. They did touch on anti-cheat here. I read this over just before I got into this, and essentially they're saying that they are aware of the cheating situation and they're actively working on it. It's always a tough situation because if they say anything, you know, like the more you say, the more you kind of help the cheaters out, but the less you say, the more people think you're not doing anything to help the situation. So they did say, you know, if people get caught cheating, it's a 7-day ban or even a permanent ban, and a second offense is always a guaranteed basically like you're just gone forever. They did say they added a section in the Discord where you can go and submit video clips of people cheating to help them see what they're dealing with and what they need to combat in the future. And honestly, it could probably result in some bans as well if they can see blatant cheating in that Discord channel. But yeah, they said, please know that we are developing several new technologies and techniques that will test and deploy as soon as they are ready. We will never back down from this challenge. They did want to express that it is a constant battle against the cheaters, but like they said, they'll never back down. They'll keep pushing, they'll keep fighting, and that's all we can really ask for, you know what I mean? Continuous effort, which is huge. In terms of balance changes now, we got gadgets, barricades. They increased the height of barricades, or the size of barricades, by 20%. That's pretty big. I mean, the size, I don't know if that's just width, but I'm gonna assume that's also height. It might actually make looking over barricades as a heavy not possible now. We'll have to go in game and test that out. Oh, but that's pretty big. Glitch grenades update glitch effects so that it will now pass through mesh shields and dome shields. That is incredible, actually. That is super big. Only makes glitch grenades even more powerful. They did get a little bit of a nerf last time, so you know, with their shorter durations, at least they're just more effective overall now. So happy to see that. Stun gun. This is what a lot of people were looking forward to here. People want to see some big changes. Increase the stun gun's projectiles maximum travel distance from 12 meters to 16 meters. A range increase. Don't trip out yet. I know, I'm not gonna lie. I read that at first as well. I thought it was getting nerfed. I was like, what in the what? Just here we are. Okay. Players who are stunned can now use their specializations and gadgets while stunned. So if you get stunned as a heavy, boom, pull out a mesh shield. You know what I mean? Hit, charge, and slam. I don't know. Do something crazy. You can also use your specializations, throw down a barricade in front of you. It could really save you. You never know. Players who are stunned can now aim down sights while being stunned. This is one thing I was really hoping for and asking for, and looks like it happened. So as long as you can ADS, honestly, I have confidence you can outgun a lot of lights. So yeah, gives you a lot more ability to kill them when they stun you and they're a little bit too far away. Players who are now stunned can crouch, which once again, it's nice, you know? It could save you from taking a couple of headshots. They said that the stun gun was just too dominant. They didn't want it to be as effective as it was, but it's supposed to just, you know, prohibit your movement speed a little bit, and then you can try to make plays from there on. Vanishing bombs. The vanishing bombs, they decrease the impact of the cloaking effect on the vanishing bomb, so affected players are slightly easier to see when moving. This is not exclusive to the vanishing bomb. Over here in specializations, they also nerfed the cloaking device on light, and it's the same thing. Easier to see people while they're moving around. This will make readability and just overall balance with the gadget or specialization a lot more balanced. It'll be good. Moving on to maps now, they said Monaco power shift. They tweaked the traversal option between villas and park for easier access to rooftops, which is nice because the rooftops is like the only way you can actually combat the platform. Sometimes it could just be really difficult to actually get on it if it's like 10 feet in the air and going through the building. So that's nice. Minor adjustments to the spawn points around the forest and other spots, and slightly adjusted the path of the platform to fix some clipping issues and make more accessible to the road between shopping district and forest. So yeah, just some minor tweaks there. In terms of weapons, we also got some balance changes here. They decreased the damage from 25 to 22. Massive FCAR nerf. They've heard our cries. They know people are sick of it. The thing is just way too good in skilled players' hands. And that's what they expressed down here. They said it's too good in skilled players' hands, but it's also too difficult for newer players. So, you know, decreasing the damage from 25 to 22, but also increasing the mag size from 20 to 25, which is a pretty cool buff. I didn't think I was ever going to see. Should balance it out at higher tier play. It'll make it a bit more balanced of a weapon and make some of the other medium options viable. Shout out to the model. Definitely going to be using the model more now. Damage machine. They also increased the fall off damage multiplier at max range from 50% to 55%, meaning the weapon does slightly more damage at range. A bit more of a long range gun now, but it still has a lot of kick, so I think the AK is going to be better. Content and bug fixes. Moving on to animations, there's actually some pretty big stuff in here. Swapping items when quick meleeing will now instantly cancel the quick melee animation. It's pretty interesting. New intro and idle animation added for dagger and sword, and fixing an issue preventing hand gestures from playing for dual wielded items. We got audio fixes here, increased priority of enemy footsteps, and tweak the attenuation and occlusion to make them easier to hear. Always love footstep buffs. And they tweak the loudness of DMAT and remat sounds. I don't know if that means it's going to be louder now to make it a bit more easier to notice where people are dematting from. But overall, good changes. Battle Pass, we already went over this. They added 2 more pages of rewards. Super cool. And this is just some really basic characters, so I'm not going to get into that. Controller gyro aiming. Obviously, gyro aiming has been in the game. I don't think they just added this now. I don't go on the controller tab too much in this game, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, they did heavily optimize gyro aiming though. For you guys who out there who actually do use gyro aim, there's a ton more settings now. I think this is going to be really nice. And honestly, I feel like gyro aiming is the future of controller. Like really competitive levels. Aim assist is always good, but gyro aiming is very accurate. Arguably, sometimes more accurate than an actual mouse. So give that a shot one day if you're bored. Try out the gyro aiming, test out the new features, see how it plays out. Moving on to gadgets though, we got flashbang. They fixed an issue where weak flashes could overwrite strong flashes. So if you chucked a flashbang and it blinded someone, a weak one would then completely, like, it would nullify it. They fixed an issue where grenades, mines, and C4s with default customization sometimes got a random customization applied. I did notice that was actually kind of weird. They fixed an issue where spectators could trigger mines. This is finally gone, thank goodness, man. The amount of times like me and my teammates were actually dying to this was hilarious, and I was also abusing it. I mean, it's just too good not to. It's so easy. It's free kills. It's free grief, man. Fixed several issues where it looked like the player could place an object, but no object appeared. And fixed an issue where the preview arc showed in the air detonation effect on grenades that don't actually detonate on a timer. Moving on to game modes, Power Shift, we already went over that as well. We got Soul now. I'm actually excited to play Power Shift on Soul. I think it'll be good. In terms of maps, we just got some general fixes and some changes to Sys Horizon, which reduced the intensity of some of the interior colors. I know some people, they said when they went in like the bright red room, it was just like blinding, but honestly, I never found it that bad, but I guess it'll be a bit more dulled out now. Private matches, once again, I'm very excited for this. Lower the requirement to start private match to 2 players. 1v1 Haven. The private match lobby creator now has the option to opt out of participating in the match. Kind of cool. I don't know if they'll be able to just strictly spectate. The private match lobby creator can now kick players from the lobby. Very nice. Minor UI improvements to the private match screen, and Power Shift is now available in private matches. That's actually a great way. If you guys want to come over to my Twitch stream, honestly, that's probably a great way to warm up. We'll run some Power Shifts with viewers to get warmed up. We could all run some matches together. Moving on to ranked tournaments, they actually reduced the ranked tournament size from 48 to only 24 players. We're going back to the 3-round tournaments, which I don't know exactly how I feel. I mean, it will make finding matches much quicker and easier, and yeah, probably more accurate. Like the actual matchmaking, skill matchmaking in ranked tournaments, it'll be closer to your skill level because you don't have to find so many players. But this could be good. I'm not gonna lie, tournaments can take quite a while sometimes. If you don't have 45 minutes to burn, sometimes you can't run a tournament. They increased the speed at which visible league rankings synchronize with SBMM ratings, improved matchmaking to closer matchmake player with their league rank, and added an indicator in the league overview screen to show your change in rank progression from the last tournament you participated in. Interesting. This is the same error indicator that you get after a ranked tournament has been completed, so that if you missed it, you can review it on the league overview page. I'm actually really happy about that. Sometimes I like to like pull up my match summary. You don't get to see like what your progress was. Maybe I was at the bathroom. Settings, add a link to the Embark portal in the system menu. This is kind of good because this is where you got to go if you want to actually change your in-game gamer tag. So it's kind of nice that I added a quick access feature to that. Specializations, they fixed an issue where turrets lost targeting on players with riot shields. I didn't even know that was an issue, but glad to see that's fixed. Fixed an issue where turrets would fall through buildings and not rotate when landing. Okay, and as for the rest of the patch notes, we once again just got some more stability fixes, which is just good for the game. Less crashing. They added some tweaks to the store. Players can now purchase single items in the bundle, which we already talked about, and equip them in the store. But once again, that is bugged until next week. At least I think one of the visuals is. And we just got a bunch of UI changes as well. I'm not going to go over these in detail. Once again, just a bunch of UI changes. VFX, pulse the grappling hook, wire animation. I actually been using a lot of grapples. That's kind of dope. And in terms of weapons, improved melee aim assist, so that it not only looks for targets when the attack is initiated by the player, but also validates that they are still correct at the time aim correction is applied. This should reduce the number of occasions where melee attacks could pull the player away from the target. So meleeing is just a little bit more consistent. And anti-cheat. So overall, W patch notes, very excited. Once again, it's cool that the F-car got nerfed. Some minor balance changes, you know, stun gun, invis, light. I mean, light's struggling a little bit, but I think light could actually be pretty important in this new terminal attack mode. So let me know what you guys feel about these patch notes. Were they a hit or were they a miss for you? Overall, I think they were a W. Just very transparent, very clear, and some good changes. If you've made it this far in the video, honestly, I commend you. That was an extensive set of patch notes. I appreciate the support on the video, and we're gonna finish it up with the rank leagues in the finals. This is the new newsletter by design director Matt Lowe. He explains the rank play in the finals, past, present, and future. To sum this up, I'm not gonna lie, this is an extensive article. It actually took me a little bit to read it. They're going over the history of ranked and what it really takes to find a good matchmaking system because of the actual difficulty it takes to determine a player's skill level. They were saying how obviously most people, they consider a kill death ratio the best way to determine skill, but in objective based game modes like the finals, there are so many factors that influence skill, like a well-placed goo that can block off an objective and allow for a last second steal, that play into just how good you can be as a player, using your abilities well, just so many factors. And so they've expressed their journey. They said they've tried things here, tried things there. All of the seasons and betas, like all the rank systems, they've all been like different tests of how we want to go about creating a good rank system that satisfies the player. They said, back in the early days, there was like a true elo system, and it was very true, like in that when you played ranked, you fell into your skill level pretty quickly. But if you fall into your skill level pretty quickly, then there isn't much progression throughout the season unless you dedicate yourself and really put in a lot of hard work, which in my opinion is kind of the reality to rank systems. If you're not getting better, you won't rank up, you won't move. But at the same time, they noticed that players like a sense of progression, even if they aren't going to exactly get better in a season. They want to work up to their current skill level and then plateau out. So you might start at bronze and I made it to platinum, and this is kind of where I stuck myself. But they've been testing it out, they've been playing back and forth. Like I said, I'm kind of just wishy-washy butchering this article, to be honest. It was very well written, so definitely go read it yourself. But to conclude it all, they said that skill ratings and league systems are nearly impossible to change in the middle of the season because they don't want to mess everything up. It would make people feel like confused, like did wrong or whatnot. So they're gonna leave things to the rest of the season too. But they said their plan moving forward is to rework the rank league system again for the start of season 3 to give a fresh and very competitive experience. So I look forward to that. And then they also said how to increase the quality of the matches, they're reducing the tournaments down from 48 players to 24 players, which we already went over in the patch notes. But yeah, definitely go read this, okay? I'm telling you now, go give this a read on the website. It's on the finals official website under the news. It's the rank leagues in the finals. But that's gonna do it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of the new mid-season patch. We'll be streaming later on today the new terminal attack game mode. I cannot wait to try this out. It's search and destroy. It's gonna be freaking epic. So if you guys don't want to miss that, link to that will be in the description. My Twitch. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching until then. Like, subscribe, keep up, stay up. Peace out.